Hi, welcome back to Future Technos Today. We're diving into one of the most exciting rumors in the Apple world right now. The M5 iPad Pro is shaping up to be one of the biggest launches this year. For months, we've heard whispers, seen leaks, and watched analysts make predictions. But now, things are finally starting to come together. The launch looks real, the details are sharper, and the expectations are sky high. If you're wondering whether this new iPad will be worth the wait, stick around, because this could be the upgrade that changes everything for Apple's Pro tablets. The biggest question everyone has is timing. Apple's product launches have been shifting lately, with some delays and some unexpected moves. But according to reliable sources like Mark Gurman, the M5 iPad Pro is almost certainly coming this October. How do we know this? Well, Apple's MacBook Pro with M5 was reportedly delayed until 2026, but the iPad Pro was never mentioned in those delays. That silence is actually a strong sign. On top of that, OLED panel production has already kicked off for Apple's tablets. This lines up perfectly with an October reveal. For Apple fans, this is great news because it means the wait is nearly over. But what about performance? The heart of this iPad will be Apple's brand new M5 chip. Built on TSMC's advanced N3P process, this chip is expected to be both faster and more efficient. Early benchmarks are already painting a very impressive picture. In single-core performance, the M5 has crossed the 4,000 mark. That's higher than any chip Apple has ever put in an iPad, and it even beats some MacBook processors. For daily use, that means apps open instantly, multitasking feels smooth, and everything runs without lag. In multi-core tests, the M5 hits over 15,000 points. That's workstation-level power in a tablet. And the GPU scores, landing at around 66,000, show that gaming and creative tasks like 3D modeling or video editing will be faster and smoother than ever before. This makes one thing very clear. The M5 iPad Pro won't be lacking in raw speed. But here's the question. Does raw speed alone make this iPad exciting? The answer is no. The M4 iPad Pro was already powerful enough for most people. Apple needs something extra to make people upgrade this year. And that's where the rumors get interesting. For years, there have been leaks about Apple working on reverse wireless charging. In simple words, this means your iPad could act like a charging pad for other devices. Place your iPhone, your AirPods, or even your Apple Watch on the iPad, and it charges wirelessly. Apple has reportedly been testing this feature since around 2019, but delays and design challenges kept pushing it back. Now, the timing finally makes sense. The iPhone 17 Pro is rumored to feature a new MagSafe design, and Apple loves to roll out ecosystem features together. If Apple brings reverse wireless charging to the M5 iPad Pro, it could become a major selling point. So, how would Apple actually make this work? That's the tricky part. The iPad Pro is incredibly thin and has a metal back. Wireless charging doesn't work well through metal, which is why Apple hasn't done it yet. In the past, rumors suggested Apple might switch to a full glass back, but that idea never made much sense because an iPad that large with glass would be heavy, fragile, and not very practical. A smarter approach would be using a small glass section, just enough for wireless charging coils. Recently, we've seen iPhone 17 Pro dummy models with a small glass window designed for MagSafe. If Apple applies the same idea to the iPad, it suddenly becomes very possible. You'd still get the premium aluminum design, but with a small section that allows reverse charging to work. There's another interesting twist here. Apple has been rumored to be redesigning the Apple logo orientation on some devices. If they line up the logo with wireless charging coils, it would give a clear indicator of where to place your device for charging. And if you use a Magic Keyboard with your iPad Pro, there's already empty space inside the design that could be adapted to support this feature. Apple likes clean and simple solutions, and this one actually feels realistic. Now, why is this feature so important? Because it changes how you use an iPad. Right now, the iPad Pro is mainly a productivity and entertainment device. But with reverse wireless charging, it becomes part of your everyday charging routine. Imagine working on your iPad and your iPhone is low on battery. Instead of reaching for a charger, you just place it on the iPad and it charges. Or think about traveling, when carrying multiple chargers is a hassle. With reverse charging, your iPad becomes the power hub for your whole Apple ecosystem. That kind of feature gives users a real reason to upgrade, even if they already own the M4 iPad Pro. Of course, reverse wireless charging won't be the only highlight. The M5 iPad Pro is also expected to come with an OLED display. This is a big shift from the mini LED panel we saw last time. OLED means deeper blacks, better contrast, richer colors, and even improved battery efficiency. For people who use their iPad Pro for creative work, OLED will be a game changer. Watching movies, editing photos, or designing graphics will look better than ever. Some people were hoping for Apple's first 5G modem in this iPad, but leaks suggest that won't happen. Until the M6 generation, Apple is still finalizing its in-house modem technology, so for now, we'll likely see the same 5G solution as the M4 iPad Pro. And in terms of design, don't expect dramatic changes. Apple usually keeps the same design language for a few years, and the current iPad Pro design is already sleek and modern. But small refinements, like a new charging section or logo adjustment, could make it feel fresh. What makes this launch especially important is Apple's strategy. The iPad Pro has always been about showing off Apple's best technology. With the M5 chip and possibly reverse wireless charging, Apple can position this iPad as not just faster, but smarter and more useful. It's not only about benchmarks anymore, it's about integration into your daily life. That's the kind of story Apple wants to tell. So, should you be excited? Absolutely. The M5 iPad Pro looks like it will combine record-breaking performance with meaningful new features. If reverse wireless charging makes it into the final product, it could easily be the headline feature of the year. And with OLED displays and the power of the M5 chip, this iPad Pro will likely set a new standard for tablets once again. That's everything we know so far about the M5 iPad Pro. Apple is expected to reveal it in October, and we'll be watching closely as more details come out. What do you think about reverse wireless charging? Is it the feature that will finally convince you to upgrade, or do you think Apple needs to do even more? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want to stay updated on Apple leaks and launches, make sure to subscribe to Future Technos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.